Today's topic is modals. Modals actually is a French word, but when we use our Indian accent or use British or American English, it is called mod. But we love to speak modals, so I'll be using the word modals only. What are these modals actually? Modals are auxiliary verbs. What are these auxiliary verbs? See, verbs are divided into two parts. First is auxiliary verb, and the other one is main verbs. And auxiliary verbs are further divided into two parts. First is modal auxiliaries, and the other ones are helping verbs. Helping verbs are is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did. Whereas modals are 13, they are can, could, shall, should, may, might, will, would, used to, need, dare. So modals have some specifications. They you cannot use them like that only. So they are always used with the root form of the verb. Root is the first form of the verb. And that is the main verb, the tense verb. They do not have any effect of number also. The modals actually show the mood of the speaker. They show the possibility, the attitude, suggestion, permission, probability, ability, obligation, request, or intention of the speaker. The first modal is can. Can is used for the informal permission. Many times I have seen the students when they ask to get inside the class, they say, can I come in? Which is absolutely wrong. You cannot use the word can, the modal can, with the teacher. You are supposed to use the word can only with the people with whom you are informal, with your near and dear ones, with your close ones. Can I use your pen? Can I take 10 rupees from you? Can I take your this thing? So for the informal permissions or request, we use the word can. Second usage of can is present ability. I can lift this book. So this is my ability. After can comes could. Could's first use is past tense of can. For example, he said, quotes begin, can I come in? So the past tense of can is he asked if he could come in. Here in the indirect speech, I am using could in place of can. Second usage of could is the most polite request. When you are making a request which is very polite and you expect the speaker to do that at any cost. For example, if I say, could you lend me 100 rupees? So here I am expecting the speaker कि वो मुझे 100 rupees पक्का ही दे दे. Then you use always could. It is for the very, very polite request. Next usage of could is past ability. For example, I could solve 7 sums in 2 minutes when I was 10 years. So this is ability of the past. So when you are talking about a past ability, पुरानी ability को आप बात कर रहे हैं, then we always use could. So मैं ये कर सकता था जब मैं इतना छोटा था, जब मैं इतना बड़ा था, जब मैं इतने साल का था. So here we use could. So could's main usages are the most polite request and past ability. May and might as modals. So may is used for the highest or the strong possibility. It may rain today. The clouds are there in the sky. Second usage of may is wish or prayer. For example, may God bless you. May you live long. Third usage of may is taking permission. That is completely formal. When you take permission from the people with whom you are completely formal, from the bosses, your seniors in the office. When I told you earlier also, with your near and dear ones, you use can, whereas with your formal people, we use may. When you are asking from your teacher, you should say, may I come in? May I do this? May I do that? Next is might. So the first usage of might is past tense of may. For example, in the direct speech, we say, he said, quotes begin, may I come in? Whereas in the past tense, we'll say, he asked if he might come in. So here in the direct speech, I used may, whereas in the indirect speech, I used might. Second usage of might is weak possibility. When you are not sure whether it will surely happen or not, we use might. It might rain today. So here you are not sure that it will rain or not. But he might come to my home. He told me that he will come if his father allows him to. So he might come. There is a weak possibility, very less possibility. Will and would as modals. So will is used for the future time. he will come tomorrow. So here I'm telling you about his arrival, which will be tomorrow. कि वो कल आएगा. He will come tomorrow. Next is determination, willingness. I will kill you. Normally with I and we use shall, but here just to show determination, I have used I will kill you. So here it is showing my determination. Next is for the future prediction or some announcement. For example, there will be assembly outside tomorrow. So this is an announcement which will happen in future. So next is would. So first usage is the past tense of will. For example, he said, quotes begin, will you come to my home? He asked if he would come to my home. So here again, without thinking, just because here it was will, we used would in its past tense, in its indirect speech. Second usage of would is polite request. Would you do me a favor? Here I am making a request which is polite but not very polite, because for the very polite request we use could. This is only polite request. Next is impossible condition. जो situations कभी हो ही नहीं सकती. For them we use would. Would that I were a princess. Would that she were a witch. So which is impossible condition. Next is shall, should as modals. So shall is also used for the permission. Shall I use your phone? But it is again formal. Next usage of shall is polite request, polite question. Shall I inform the police about it? Simple future. With I and we use shall. Shall come to your home. We shall overcome. Here I'm just predicting, I'm just telling you about the simple future. Next is should. Should is used with the past tense of shall. For example, he said, quotes begin, shall I leave office now? He asked if he should leave office then. Next is advise or prohibition. You should buy a gift for me, or when you say prohibition, you should quit smoking. आपको ये नहीं करना चाहिए और आपको ये करना चाहिए. In this sense, we use should. Next is must. Must is used for the strong obligation. What is strong obligation? Means this is the thing, if you will not do, you will surely be penalized. जहां आपका fine or penalty is waiting, there you use must. For example, you must pay your fees in time. So what will happen otherwise? Otherwise, you will be penalized. So must is used when some punishment is waiting for you. Next usage of must is prohibition or authoritative. So when you prohibit somebody, when you stop somebody from doing something, you must not litter here. तुम्हें यहाँ नहीं फेंकना चाहिए कूड़ा. So here you are being authoritative or you are prohibiting somebody. Or you must pay your fine in time. Otherwise, what something will surely happen. Next is ought to. Ought to is for advice or obligation or some duty. You ought to stop eating junk food. So it's up to you whether you follow it, whether you do it or not. Ought to is for the simple obligation. Naitik kartavya. Next is need. Need we use for the sense of requirement. For example, my shoes need repair. My shirt needs maintenance. You need not come to my home. तुम्हें मेरे घर आने की जरूरत नहीं है. Here also we use need not. Next is dare. Dare is for the courage. How dare you touch my feet? How dare you come to my home? Or you dare not come to my home. हिम्मत मत कर देना मेरे घर आने की. Next is used to and used to as modals. Used to is used for the present habit, whereas used to is used for the past habit. Used to. I used to go to temple every day. So here you are telling about your present habit, your daily routine. Used to. I used to visit park when I lived my grandmom. Here I have used to. So here students do mistake while writing could or used to. The difference between could and used to. In these two modals, students mostly do mistakes. See, used to is used for the routine, for the habitual action, which was happening every day, where you do not need any power, any ability, any capability. Whereas in could, you use your capability or ability. whereas could is used for the capability. For example, I used to go to school when I was a child. I could jump that wall when I was 5. So could is showing the capability, whereas used to is showing the daily routine, the habitual action. It does not need any power, whereas could needs your power.